that okay? Excellent. Are we all excited? Good stuff. Thanks for waiting. We appreciate that. My name's Jake. I'm one of the reptile keepers here. I'm going to be feeding the croc for you today. Last time that I'll get to feeding these school holidays. He has been quite good these school holidays. Usually he tends to slow down towards the end. We have seen that to an extent. For the most part, he has been very, very good throughout. Now, backing me up here today, I've got Zach, I've got Randy Nick, of course, and Adam as well. You do not, I emphasise, do not want to see these boys get involved, because that thing means that things have gone very, very badly for me. And the thing that's going to do the bad things to me is this croc right here. His name is Elvis, and he's of course a male, a large male, about 4.6 metres in length. Now, saltwater crocodiles, or estuarine crocodiles, they're also known as, they do occur, of course, in northern Australia. Their range starts from about Rockhampton in Queensland and extends right up the coast into the Cape, right across the top end and down into WA. But they also extend right up through the Torres Strait, PNG, Indonesia, and throughout much of Southeast Asia. They've got one of the largest distributions of any reptile. And they are the world's largest living reptile. I've already mentioned Elvis is about 4.6 metres. A really large male might get to about 6 metres and weigh anywhere up to 1,000 kilos. But they do not need to be 6 metres or 1,000 kilos to be considered dangerous. Any saltwater croc, male or female, doesn't matter, in excess of 3 metres in length, is certainly capable of causing a human fatality. 4.6 metres, you can do the math yourself. He is an incredibly dangerous animal. Now, what a lot of people don't realise about saltwater crocodiles, we almost lost this beautiful species. Right throughout the 1940s, 50s and 60s, saltwater crocodiles were prolifically hunted for the skin trade. That tough armour-plated skin they've got protects them throughout their life, from predators when they're young and during fights with other males when they get big like Elvis. But what that skin doesn't protect them from is a bullet. A lot of them were shot, very easy to shoot a croc in the head and kill it. A lot of them were killed, and their population declined by about 95% throughout northern Australia during that period. Now, fortunately, in the early 1970s, someone came up with an excellent idea. We're about to lose the most important apex predator within the aquatic ecosystems of northern Australia. Let's make them a protected species. Could no longer be hunted, and since then their numbers have made quite the comeback. These days we see around 100,000 saltwater crocodiles throughout northern Australia. But still today, very unfortunate, we have stupid people that come out that don't know much about crocs and say they should be killed again because they pose a potential threat, particularly the big ones like Elvis. Absolute rubbish, totally unwarranted. You see, out of all the apex predators found right throughout the world, the saltwater crocodile, and any crocodilian for that matter, is a very, very easy one to avoid. They're not like a lion or a bear. They can't chase you on land, and they certainly can't chase you up a tree. Look at the way he's designed, his morphology. He's got this big round belly, very short stumpy legs. When he's out on land, he's like a big slug with sharp teeth. You really can't do all that much at all. Where they are dangerous is in the water and at the water's edge. So if you stay out of those two areas in the northern parts of Australia, it is very, very difficult to come into contact with a saltwater crocodile. So please, if you do travel up to northern Australia, do take care. Don't go swimming in areas where saltwater crocodiles occur. It's one of the stupidest things you could possibly ever do. But in saying that, if you're dumb enough to be taken by a saltwater crocodile, well, you probably shouldn't be passing your genes onto the next generation anyway. We'll be honest. Now, in saying that, a bit of a sensitive topic at the moment, there was a crocodile attack, or we say attack, but we don't exactly know all the details just yet, but there was a supposed attack just yesterday. Yep. A ranger up in Arnhem Land apparently has disappeared. They're blaming a croc. Already they've shot a big croc that they think is the culprit, so we'll see what comes of that. But unfortunately, as I mentioned, every few years we do see croc attacks, and when that occurs, typically it's the croc that come off on the worst end. They end up on fronts of newspapers. A lot of the big ones get shot within that region. It is really unfortunate, and it's not the croc's fault at all. It's absolutely the person's fault that's made that decision to go swimming in that area in northern Australia. Alright, now we're going to start to move Elvis around a little bit here. And as we do, I'll tell you a little bit about him himself. I've already mentioned he's 4.6 metres in length, weighs about 450 kilos. That's not what you want to know. You want to know how old is he. And to be honest, we don't exactly know ourselves. He's a wild-caught croc. He was caught up in Darwin Harbour about 25 years ago after being classified as a rogue or nuisance crocodile. So he was removed from his environment and he was placed into a crocodile farm. Now to you or the person next to you, Elvis might look like your average standard saltwater croc, but to people like myself and the guys in the corner who've seen a lot of different crocodiles over the years, Elvis is a standout. He's a stunning animal. Crocs are just like people. Some are very genetically blessed, others have got a head like a drop of pie. Elvis, a fantastic looking croc. Now when you are a big good looking male saltwater croc like Elvis and you put in a croc farm, you've pretty much only got one job, and that is to make more crocodiles. So they gave Elvis a girlfriend, they left her in overnight, thought he was going to dim the lights and have the time of his life. Came back the next morning and unfortunately for his girlfriend they found her dead at the bottom of the pool. They actually decapitated her, ripped her head right off. Pretty brutal. They thought perhaps he was a little bit immature, needed some time to grow up, and so a year later they introduced girlfriend number 2. Unfortunately, she also faced the same fate. It became increasingly apparent that Elvis wasn't quite the ladies' man, bit like a few of our younger male volunteers, no good with the girls. We were in need of a new crop here at the time, and they said, yeah, just take this psychopath. And he has been living here ever since. Now, part of the reason why saltwater crocodiles and crocodilians are so dangerous is this: the way that they move beneath the water. It's effortless. He's going to pop to the surface in a moment, and when he does, he exposes just the eyes, the ears, and the nasal discs. But when he sinks below, he's able to move without making a single ripple or disturbance, as we see here. And he can do that due to all those lumps and bumps that line the back. Those known as osteoderms or osteodermal plates. And what they do is create currents and countercurrents beneath the surface, which quite literally cancel each other out, allowing even very large male saltwater crocs like Elvis to move just inches below the surface, as we see here, without making themselves known. It's a very efficient way of sneaking up on a potential food item in the wild, or perhaps a foolish zookeeper in a captive environment. We won't let that happen here today. Now today we do have a bit of a luxury. We've got Elvis in beautiful crystal clear water. We can see him quite easily. That's, for you guys, the viewer. But if this were in the wild, in dark, murky water, in Australia's top end, you would have no idea that a big male saltwater croc was sitting right there. And by the time you do figure that out, it's way too late.
I'm gonna cry, isn't it?
Now I am just slapping the edge of the water here a little bit. This is reminiscent of perhaps something like a kangaroo or wallaby coming down to the water's edge to have a drink. And that's what they'd be waiting on in the wild. Now you'll forgive me if I shut up and concentrate just for a minute. This is a very nerve-wracking thing. Come on, mate.
Feeling
That you go. Watch those back legs and that tail. We'll plant those back legs. He creeps forward ever so slowly, and then a quick swish of that tail, and a rapid sideways action of the head.
Oh wow.
Oh
my god. Holy hell.
Up we go. Come on. Oh, having that time. Come on. Alright. Now you heard that sound there? Yeah, give him a round of applause. You heard that hollow sound there? That's 3,500 pounds per square inch closing jaw pressure coming together. That's not the teeth, that's the bones in the jaw. Now you would have seen the way he just swallowed that bit of food, lifted his head right up. He does that probably mostly to just show us his huge teeth and intimidate us a little bit, which certainly works, but he also does it because they've got a backward facing tongue called a palatal valve. They cannot swallow food underwater or they'll get a big gush of water down the throat, which they obviously don't want, so he lifts the head right up. Now not only are saltwater crocodiles and crocodilians dangerous at the water's edge, they're also dangerous in areas overhanging the water. They can do a thing called a tailwalk. It's where they'll launch themselves straight up and out of the water using that thick muscular tail I spoke about before. Now they do it more so when they're young and more so in deeper water in the wild. This water here is pretty shallow, but Elvis is also pretty smart. He's worked out he can bounce off the bottom of the pool and snag a food item like that. In the wild they'd be doing this to snag something perhaps like a roosting bird or a flying fox. Today we've got a little chicken wing for him, which doesn't seem to interest him too much. Come on mate, up we go. He likes this deeper part here. Hopefully lifts that head a little bit, gets that tail going, and extends right up for us. Come on mate. Up we go. Playing a little game at the moment, it's called Come Closer. As you can see, I'm looking at plates. We do have one last bit, a blood short stick. Alright, come on mate.
It's short
We
stick.
go. Watch for that hit there. Come on mate. That's been pretty good. That's a pretty decent sized bit. He swallowed it out on land. He's probably just going to sit there now. I might step back.